You have a fabric WaveStopper
Yep.
in your HAVN. Could you go through that? And why don't you tell everybody what type of clothes? Can I get underwear? Can I get jeans? Can I get a t-shirt? What do you got for me? Can I wear a cap like you're wearing? What do you got?
Yeah. So when we set out with that mission to solve EMF exposure, the very first thing we looked at was, can we shield the devices? No, we cannot, or they're not working. Well, then we have to shield the body. Trying to understand how we could do that. And then we come across spacesuit technology. Spacesuits have an inner layer that is blocking EMF radiation because an astronaut in space is exposed to a ton of radiation during a space journey. And so we took the same physical principle called electromagnetic shielding, and we brought it to a fabric that could be worn on a daily basis. And so that fabric is WaveStopper. It blocks 99.7% of EMF from 450 megahertz to 40 gigahertz, which covers the entire spectrum of EMF that your typical devices would emit. And we turn this fabric then into comfortable everyday clothing. But really what we're trying to achieve with HAVN is enabling people to keep using technology without changing their habits, and while removing the majority of EMF exposure from their lives.
You know, I love what you said. You basically said it's easier for somebody to add than to break a habit. And that really resonates with me because as a healthcare practitioner, one of the biggest problems is trying to inflict change, trying to get that patient to make a change. And I always tell everybody, I'm only as good as your compliance. And
Right.
you proved it. So you said, instead of telling everybody, don't put it on your lap, let's have a protector.